Welcome back to the channel. My name is A-Bomb. We are back with Football Manager 2019 and Eastern Returns with Berliner FC Dynamo, and I'm happy because we've finally put together like one of the best runs of forms we've had in the last few seasons. We are on such an incredible run at the moment. We've broken into the top half. At one point, although we'd played more games than everyone else because we played early, we were in 4th. We're in 8th place. We're taking on Borussia Dortmund today. We are going to be playing every match for the remainder of the season. So every match from now on will be on camera. And we're going to see how we end this season. It looks like a top half finish might be on the cards. Still got some work to do. We have some tough games in our running. But yeah, things are looking good. And we're playing some actually good football for once. That's the last game we played on camera last episode. We got a 1-0 win away against Hanover. Not the most interesting of matches, but we got the goal from Dramac and got the win. So yeah, that extended our little run, which has continued. We haven't lost since we last met again. Quite a few matches played. We had a long break for some reason. I don't know why. It was like an almost 3-week gap where we didn't have games. So I organised a warm weather training camp in Spain. We had a friendly out there against Girona, which we won. And yeah, the league games, we'll go through them now. Well, we'll start off actually with the German Cup. We knocked out Borussia Dortmund on penalties. I dare say we absolutely robbed them because we had one shot on target. It didn't create anything for 120 minutes. Dortmund had 33 shots, 18 shots on target, couldn't score. We took it to penalties and we won 4-3. Absolutely undeserved. But yeah, we absolutely robbed Dortmund. We got through to the semi-finals of the German Cup. And the teams that are left, we have a chance of winning it. Dortmund are now gone. Bayern have been knocked out. We have a chance of winning the trophy this season, which would get us into Europe next year, I imagine. So, but suddenly the Cup's become a big deal. So the semi-final draw looks like this. We take on Hertha, and that will be next episode. I'll be doing that match on itself, just as a match. So that will be a fairly short video, like a bonus video. The other draw is Augsburg and Wolfsburg. So I think we have a chance of winning this. If the winner of this is in Europe anyway because of their league position, will we still get it as runners-up, I wonder? It could be a very interesting development. Suddenly, the Cup's become huge. A couple of Bundesliga games after that, we had a 1-1 home draw against RB Leipzig, where we went behind fairly early on and got an equaliser in the second half. A close game, and I think the draw's fair. It was Fiete up scoring for Leipzig. That came on 22 minutes. He's one of the best players in the league, and he got the goal against us about midway through the first half. But then Ivo Dramac, in back-to-back league games, gets his first 2 goals for the club, and he got the equaliser on 77 minutes, getting us a point against Leipzig, which is a great result. Really, really good, and keeps that unbeaten run going. Again, we defended very well here going forward. We were okay. We weren't terrible. Andreev did pick up a bit of a knock, but we managed to get a point here, which, again, is a point we didn't have. And then we took advantage of an early red card for Augsburg, beating them 4-1 away from home. Because they had 10 men for so long, we just went attacking and we just punished them. Great result. If it had been 11v11, it may have been a different story. But we've managed to beat them 4-1, improve our goal difference and shoot us up the table a bit. And the good story here is players that haven't been doing so well finally actually finding some form. And it was Sabin Kerr getting the first goal of the game on 10 minutes. That was after a straight red card for the central midfielder Nick Dorfel, getting a straight red card of just 9 minutes in. Very early red card for Augsburg, and we capitalised. So yeah, Sabin Kerr scored the first goal, just the 10th minute of the game. And we made it 2-0 before half-time. Alexander Andreev ends his little goal-scoring duck with a goal on 40 minutes to take it to 2-0 before half-time. Less than 2 minutes in the second half, Andreev scored again to make it 3-0. Really, really good. Augsburg did get a goal themselves, consolation goal. Mustafa Aydogan came off the bench to score 72 minutes in to deny us a clean sheet, make it 3-1. And then in injury time, Martin Tarnat, a substitute who replaced one of our midfield players, went for 2 up top. And Tarnat came off the bench to score our 4th goal, 92 minutes, 4-1 win away from home. Improvement of the goal difference, good defending, great result. Then we had that long break, so we had a sort of just a friendly between sort of a couple of our squads just to get some match fitness up, and we beat the second team 6-1. And then against Girona, a 3-0 win while we were in Spain. Bezel, Karabalou and Hollaback scoring there. I just tried to get some match fitness with players that aren't really in the team. That was the idea for this game, really. There were some players that needed some match fitness, so I played them against Girona. And then we came back for 2 more league games, beating Hertha 4-1. Fantastic result here. And I think I've figured out how to get the best out of this team is to just be positive. Like we've been playing a positive style with these games, and it's been getting us results. We need to attack these teams. We can't just sit back and let them attack us. We need to attack them. That's the only way we're going to get results. And this was a fantastic 4-1 win at home against Hertha. Not as many shots as them, but we made them count. We were clinical in this game. It was Andreev getting his third goal in 2 league games, just the 8th minute of the match, giving us a 1-0 lead. Hertha equalised on 33 minutes in. It was Martin Odegaard scoring for Hertha to make it 1-1, 33 minutes in. We regained the lead before half-time. Shabanker scored 42 minutes, so we did go into half-time in front. And in the second half, we just extended our lead. Keir scored again on 66 minutes. Great performance by a player that has struggled for form, but has managed to sort of find his feet again in the past sort of 2 or 3 games. So he gets 2 goals today. And then 2 minutes from time, Kevin Ackershot scored to make it 4-1. 2 straight 4-1 wins in the league. Can't ask for more than that. Fantastic result once again. Tim Kircher had an absolutely fantastic game at right back. He sort of came in for Yannick, who was struggling for fitness a little bit. But Kircher had 2 assists as well. Fantastic performance by the right back. And then lastly, we held the leaders away from home. Mönchengladbach, top of the league at the moment, but they have just had a bit of a rough patch. They're still winning, I think, but they just lost 4-0 recently. And then we held them 0-0. We didn't have a shot on target. It was a very boring game with very few highlights, but we managed to get a point away from them, which is more important for me than the performance there. A game where we weren't expected to get anything. Again, we didn't have a shot on target. Mönchengladbach themselves only had 2. So it wasn't a great game, but we've managed to get a point from it. Again, the winter break, it either does us so much good, or like last season, we come back from the winter break and we just play horribly. It seems to sort of differ between seasons. But this time, the winter break has done us a world of good, and we are up the table. We can see we're in 8th place. We've got some tough games to end the season, though. You can see we have Dortmund and Bayern. We just had to face Wolfsburg, who are 4th. Mainz, I think, are our last game, who are 5th. Last bit of news is that we did have a youth intake. It was okay. Mensah Ajeda was one of the better players that we got in it. He's a sort of defensive midfielder. Got some good attributes in there, a few 12s. He's not very ambitious though, so that's the only sort of downside for him. A few players that have like 4-star potential, but it was an okay youth intake. We've yet to really have a great player come through our youth ranks, so we're still waiting for that. Okay, a match preview then. Dortmund, a team that we've never beaten in 90 minutes. Of course, we beat them in penalties in the cup, but in terms of league, we've never beaten them. But we just got our first win over Hertha of this series, so I don't know. It's a season of firsts. This is the first game for Dortmund for Niko Kovac. His name's not Niko Kovac. For some reason, the game calls him Max Mustermann. I don't know why that is. But he starts out, of course, as the Bayern manager, and now he's at Dortmund. That is a very strange sort of turn of events for Kovac. But as you can see, they've just sacked their manager. Edward Graf was caretaker. Marco Rose was manager for about a year and a half. He got sacked. Niko Kovac is in. So where has he been then? So after Bayern, he went to Inter for a season, Sevilla for a season. He's been at Napoli for a couple of years. Now he's joined Borussia Dortmund. So yeah, a first game for him in charge, which could be bad for us because these games against debuting managers, we don't tend to do well. A few players that will have to miss out today. Ivo Dramac has been in great form, but unfortunately he's suspended today. So we're going to bring Sally back in, the captain, and he is going to play again today. Akasha also suspended, so we're going to go to Bernard Strebel on the right-hand side. Belskas has got a bit of a knock, but I think he'll be okay. He's got a sort of tight hamstring. What does a fitness test say? Capable of playing with minimal risk. That's fine, so we'll leave him in. It does leave us a bit wanting on the right-hand side. We've got Holler back, but he's not really fully fit. Anyone else we could put for there? We'll put Holler back on the bench just for a precaution, just in case we need him. Hopefully we won't. But we do have Kohler, who's somewhat capable on the right, so we should be okay. Andrea's playing up top. He's got a few goals recently, back in scoring form, so that's good to see as well. Okay, we're in a good run of form. Let's try and continue it. And let's get our first win over Dortmund here. That would be great. Let's see if we can do it. No interview in the tunnel. We're straight into the game. And let's see what happens. Now, Haag's playing today as a Metzala. Didn't want to play him too advanced, just because I'm worried about Dortmund's attack. We've got a highlight here very early on. Kircher with a cross in there. And it's headed away. And Horvath. And a clearance. And it's Raoni. And we've got it back. Riculi goes long. Oh, that's a mistake. Andreev, straight at the keeper. That would be a chance to go 1-0 up there after 1 minute. But Andreev doesn't quite get the finish right. But there was a big chance there. And a free kick here for Chetin, 5th minute in. Sally with a header towards goal, but it's just over. Strong start to this game by us. We've had a couple of chances there. Belskas had a tight hamstring. He's now broken his finger. That's not going to affect his running. I'm going to keep him out there. 15 minutes in. And it's the first sort of chance here for Dortmund with a corner. Header towards goal by Sartoni, and that's not on target. Just made a little tweak, and I've told them to work it in rather than go early crosses. Just see if we can build it up. But we are got the possession at the moment. We've had more shots. I think we have been the slightly better team this half, but there's still a bit to go. And it's quieting down a little bit now. 31 minutes, and it's Pulisic on the ball to Duzak. Backwards to Pranjic. Duzak to Horvath. Santoni. Got yellow shirts on either side, and that's well intercepted by Chetin. Hard goes backwards to Rakuli, who goes all the way back to Schossler in goal. Why did he head that? Oh my god. I mean, he can't catch it, I know, but why would you head it? Why would you not just let it bounce and then just boot it? That's a bad mistake. Rakuli as well, like, that was a bit of a heavy ball as well. He's chested it. Why has he chested it? And he's got a hand to it as well. He could have just taken the ball there. I don't know what Schossler's doing. I thought we were over that. We have no Hendel anymore. I thought we were over keeper mistakes. And Malcuri's not playing now either. That's a shame to be 1-0 down because of that. We've had such a long unbeaten run. If we lose because of that mistake, I'm going to be pretty sick. And I thought we were the better team in that half as well. Although he said the performance was disappointing. I'm going to go for a passionate team talk. Make up for that in the second half. They don't look that bothered really, do they? I mean, it is a bit of a rotated side, this. We are going to put Hog just a bit further up. See if he can create something in that hole. And let's go positive. I've said we need to attack this team, so let's do it. Let's see if we can get a goal here. Try and save a point and keep this unbeaten run intact. It hasn't gone very well today. 57 minutes played. Hog's on the ball here. Goes back to Schossler. He's managed to keep it to his feet this time, which is good. Goes long, but there's nobody up there. Andreev's the furthest player forward, and he's probably about 50 yards from the goal. I mean, we might need to get a second man up top. Again, it's intercepted. That was just an easy ball. Kircher wins it there, though. Strebel, can he set Andreev on his way? He switched it to Kier. And it could be an equaliser on the way here. That's a great ball. Andreev, oh, what a goal. What a ball by Shaban Kerr. Andreev gets his 10th of the season, which is more than he got last season. I think he ends in 9. So he's in double figures. Fantastic goal. Kier with one of the best balls, like, look at this for a cross. Like, early crosses seems to be the way to go. Andreev catches it with a left foot on the volley. All right, Haar's going to come off. He's had a quiet game. He's very much like, he either does great or he does badly. There's no middle ground for him. Tyler's going to come in. We're going to go 2 up top. See if we can get a win here. Because I think we deserve it. I think we've been the better team. Dortmund have taken control of the possession. But we've had more shots, probably more chances than them. With 15 minutes left, the draw's a good result. We'll keep our unbeaten run intact. Let's see if we can get a win. What do we need to change? Strebel's going to come off. We are going to move Kolat to the right-hand side. And then if we need Hollaback, we can take out Kier maybe. But there is not long left to go. Just a couple of minutes plus injury time. And it looks like it's going to be a draw, which is a great result still. I'm happy with the draw. And there might be a late chance here. There's 94 minutes played. As Antoni goes long, finds it Batista Meyer. And that goes out of play. It's full time. 1-1. We were okay. We had one extra shot than them. If we have a look at the chances, we apparently didn't have any other than our goal, which I don't know if I agree with. Dortmund had a few half chances, but they couldn't really take them. I'm okay with that. We're still unbeaten, so that's fine. Hopefully it doesn't see us drop down the table too much. I'm going to say it was a good effort. I think it was. I thought we played okay. The only way we can fall behind is if Hertha win. And then we've actually got quite a big gap. 6 points ahead of Bayern in 11th. So again, we're still around mid-table. We are above the halfway point, so we're in the top half. But it's still extremely, extremely close. We're only 3 points off of Hanover in 5th. But they won today, so they've jumped ahead a little bit. But Hertha away against Schalke. If they win, then they will overtake us. We face them in the Cup. That will be next episode. Schalke with a 3-1 win, so we stay in 8th place. Mainz also, they're still going to play Bayer, or it might be Leipzig, I don't know. But if they lose, then we could maybe get ahead of them, who knows. And we still have to face Mainz as well. That's our final game. So if we get good results against these sides that we're trying to overtake, then we could end up in Europe. But like I said, our run-in's very difficult. We have 1860 as well. Where are they? They're in the relegation zone. That should be an okay result. That should be fine. But the rest of the games, I think, are against teams that are above us, Mainz and Wolfsburg as well. So 3 of our last 4 games were against top 7. But next episode, it is a switch of focus as we go into the German Cup against Hertha. We've just beaten them 4-1 in the league. We're away from home this time. And that's the one and only time we've beaten them this series. If we can do it again in the Cup when it really matters, we will have a Cup final very soon. And potentially, if we can win it, there is a chance we can win it. We have a chance. Then we will be in Europe next year. So there's a lot riding on these games, and hopefully we can get the results. We'll have to wait and see them. That will be next episode. Like I said, I'm going to play every match for the remainder of the season on camera. So next episode, it will be a shorter one because it's just going to be one match and that's it. So it might be like 10 minutes if that. Just going to be a bit of a bonus video for the Cup. And we'll see if we can win it. But that will be next time. For now, thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed the video, do drop a like down below, leave comments, and if you want to see videos as and when they turn up on YouTube, do hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell to receive updates if I upload or go live. Follow me on social media so you don't miss any of my content. I will see you next episode for the semi-finals of the German Cup, and we have a chance either in the league or in this cup of getting into Europe next year. There is a good chance, and I think if we play well, we can do it. So hopefully that's the case. But for now, thank you for watching, and I will see you soon. Goodbye.